Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it's exciting to be here. I'll tell you that the campaign trail is always exciting. You have so many family and so many friends because you spend so much time with the people running for judge, state representative, Congress, and others. And as a child, I used to sit in this room and I thought I'd go into politics, and then when I got a little bit older, I thought maybe I wouldn't go into politics. Sometimes you get closer to it, you're not so sure what's important anymore. You're not so sure if it's worth the challenge, but I'll tell you, it really is. Now, most people think because of my family lineage in politics, that it was always a definite that I'd do politics. But I kind of changed my mind and actually ran real far away from it when corporate Coca-Cola was the director of government relations from Morehouse College, opened up their government relations department in D.C., and then moved out to Los Angeles to do the entertainment law thing for a while. I'll tell you that in doing that, you think that you know what's important, you think you know what's right. But then we moved back to Alabama. I wanted to introduce my wife, who actually came on the campaign trail with me for a day. And so it's exciting to see her here. But let me just say this. I tried to run away from it, came back to Alabama. My wife and I became foster adoptive parents, got really involved in that. I have a film and television production company. We're trying to get film and television production incentives for the state of Alabama. And you talk to family and friends, people who are in politics, you ask them for their help. And people go, they pat you on the back and say, this is great, that's good, but they don't really do what you need them to do. So I figured that I should step off the sidelines and get involved. In the first year, we got board pay increase for foster parents. We worked on the Foster Parent Bill of Rights. It took us 2.5 years, but we got television and film incentives for the state of Alabama, because that's the kind of thing that's important. As a state legislator in the Alabama State House of Representatives, I've been able to pass sweeping school-wide safety as a freshman, causing every school in the state of Alabama to have school safety reform. I think that's important. Also doing things with hunting and fishing license, legislative conservations of the year, from working with the Alabama Wildlife Federation, NWSB Father of the Year for my community service work, taking 300 to 500 girls 2 and 3 times a year to teach them things like self-esteem, self-respect. Because I think as an elected official, we have to do what our job is, and that is passing laws. But we also have to be part of our community and be involved. And it's not enough just to say that we're going to be involved. We have to take the bull by the horns and we have to get involved. And that's one of the things that we've always championed and we've always been a part of. And working bipartisan, working in the Alabama State House with good men and women, that's how we've gotten things accomplished. I think that one of the things I bring to the table is the ability to work with everybody. I've been able to get the endorsement of the Congressional Black Caucus because there's 42 members of the United States Congress saying that we want you to come because they understand that I believe in health care. They understand that I believe in education. They understand that I believe in lowering crime because all those things are important. In the state of Alabama, I've been blessed to have the support of the Central Alabama Building Construction Trades. The Central Alabama Building Construction Trades. And that means that these men and women of labor who support us, who are working men and women, they understand that I'm one of them, and I am third-generation union. The thing about it is we have to support everybody. It's not enough just to talk about it. We have to walk that walk and in our daily lives. We all have track records. I'm 40 years old and I think I'm one of the younger people running for Congress. I have a track record of community service, and we need to look and see that all of our candidates do that. I think mostly this crowd does, and I think that's important because if we're going to give back and we're taking your families and our families' lives in our hands and make laws, we should feel the need to do that in our daily life, not only to talk about it, but to do those kind of things. In Congress, I plan on doing things that deal with economic development, which is the #1 thing in my platform, economic development. Now, people always ask me, well, how are you going to create jobs? Every single candidate says economic development. Well, we've heard one person already talk about the tax incentives. But there are 3 different things you can do for economic development on the local level. It's called economic gardening. You can bring it together in one, you offer tax incentives and tax abatements for companies, small businesses and medium-sized businesses to be able to grow and expand when they want to hire new employees, do things like that. But also the connectivity, putting those agencies and those companies with other agencies that supply them and help them out. The other thing is actually giving them market data and research. ADO and DECA, our chambers of commerce, all of those agencies compile this information that if we were to give them to the small and medium-sized businesses, they would be able to thrive because larger businesses normally have these and it allows them to expand and to continue to grow, but smaller businesses can't afford it. If we turn a lot of our incentive efforts inside the state and support and maintain the businesses we have, we can keep them thriving and allow them to grow and expand. But we will always reach out and bring new industry in. I think the most important thing is that we always constantly monitor the things we're trying to do with jobs, with growth. Everybody knows education is a problem. What we have to do is continue to look for ways to make education better. Continue the funding for public schools. Make sure we streamline, make things better. And I think that's something we can all work together. In other words, with the support I've gotten all over the board, I mean, labor, Alpha, Congressional Black Caucus, the firefighters, so many different people who are basically saying that they're putting their trust and their faith in what the job they think I can do. I always tell people, look at your constituency, look at the people you serve with, look at the people that I work with, and ask them about my work ethic. I'm State Representative Earl Hilliard Jr., and I'd love to have everyone's support for Congress. It's an important job. We need to go, we need to get things done. Thank you very much.